welcome to the Pulp Culture Podcast, your weekly dose of all things pop culture. I'm Nath. Yeah, oh, we got it right. There we go.
And I'm MJ. Was that right?
Yeah, pretty close. Well, this is our very, very first video record. So sorry, everyone, for seeing our faces, but welcome to the 21st century. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And also coming live from New York. Oh, I can't say that anymore because they can sort of see the backgrounds of us, and we definitely don't look like we're from New York celebrating the Knicks' win.
No. Could be. We could be in New York.
Well, we could very well be. Yes, absolutely. We could be, but definitely not, unfortunately.
As discussed on previous episodes, though, I don't think I'd get let into the country at the moment.
Yeah. all that sound bites that they have of you.
Yeah, I'd be rejected based on my past tweets.
I love it. Well, welcome to another episode. Thanks for your company. And as always, we've got plenty to bring you. But maybe we should get into a little bit of the zest.
Let's do that.
Why not? Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Or we can just not and
no. Why mess with a perfect formula?
All right. Well, maybe roll the music. Sounds very official, doesn't it?
It does.
All right.
It's weird hearing it while it's strange hearing it while we're actually recording. But that's okay. I'll deal with it.
Well, here we go. Mr. Trailers. It's all on you.
Okay. Well, I do have one.
You have one. Okay.
I got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
My Adventures with Superman.
Oh, how good does that look? How good does that look?
Looks great. Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. What was your thoughts on it?
I think it's really exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the other characters that are featured. We've got Superboy, Connor Kent, Superboy.
Yeah.
We've got Jessica Cruz, who I found out today. Well, we found out today she's going to be voiced by. I can't remember her name, but the actress that does the voice of Moana.
Yes. I've got some more news about that, but I'll bring that a little bit later.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
I know. I think it looks really good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. Actually, I must admit I've actually seen the first episode, so wait for that in the review.
As it dropped a couple of days ago, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
And I have been a busy boy this week, so.
Well, you have, and we're for us in our time, we're recording a little bit later than we normally would, but only to fit in with MJ's schedule. It's always about fitting in with you, I'm an
in-demand guy.
He is an in-demand guy, so. Hopefully, this is everything that we want it to be and a little bit more.
And how was the first episode?
Yeah, it was fantastic. But maybe I'm jumping a little bit ahead because it's not really the review; it's more of our news. So, but I'll definitely talk about it more in the review for sure. So stay tuned for that, listeners. We'll definitely bring that to you. Don't forget that you can, get in on what we're talking about. You can, follow us on all our socials under Pulp Culture Pod, which is right there. Do you like that, MJ? It's all a bit technological, isn't it? So
you're very fancy.
Should have dressed up then, hey?
I thought you did.
Well, the other trailer that I noticed today, which was Gatto, so Pixar's Gatto,
Okay.
Not too sure if you've seen that one. It's a new production from them, and it's really interesting. It's about a cat in Venice who's beholden to. It sounds a bit like the Aristocats set in Venice. That's what it sort of seems a little bit like.
Right.
But
so
what's
the Aristocats, but wetter.
but wetter. Yeah, and it's the thing that makes this really, really interesting is that they have used it's all hand drawn and but it's oil paintings. So each of the cells are oil paint. So it's over like.
This is a Pixar film.
Yeah, this is a Pixar film.
And they're doing it hand drawn.
And so they're doing it with it's oil paint. So which I find
hand painted.
Hand painted.
Okay.
And it's over 600,000 cells or something or other. To bring this. So it's a really interesting look and something a little bit different. I think with the Spider-Verse and what they've done with mixed mediums and different sort of looks and feels to the one production, I think that's really sort of opened the door to challenge other animators to do something a little bit left of field or take a risk and try something new. And I think this is great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love Pixar and I think they do a fantastic job with their productions. But this is just something that's a little bit left of center.
And they've released a trailer, was it?
And they've released it's a teaser trailer. So we get to see Gatto. Not too sure on the name. I mean, if you're in Australia, you would know that Gatto is more about the underworld and crime. But look, it's I suppose we'll find out what the meaning is behind that, because the cat isn't called Gatto. I believe he's got a different name. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But it has Mark Ruffalo in it, and also Lawrence Fishburne. So Mark Ruffalo plays the cat.
Do you want a spoiler?
Yep.
Yeah, because I don't remember much from learning Italian in school, but gatto means cat.
Good to know. Right. Okay. Excellent. Right. There you go. Yep. I don't have my spoiler alert sound, but sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah.
Don't worry about seeing the film.
No. But gatto is literally cat in Italian. So
yeah. Okay. All right.
That explains. Well, I guess I've just spoiled the title of the movie at least.
Yeah.
It was the big secret, was the direct translation.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, what else? What other news have you got?
Not heaps. I do have. I mean, the big news of the week for me was that Doctor Who has been effectively cancelled. But to discuss that further, I thought I'd bring in a special guest and Doctor Who expert. If that's okay? Oh,
look, I'm not too sure whether the budget dictates, but to bring in that special Who
she's here, so you can say no to her.
Hi.
Please welcome producer Kim.
Nath. And I hate to jump on and correct you, but it has not been cancelled. We are not using that word.
Right.
It has been put out to tender. It has not been rested. It has not been cancelled. What has happened is that the Russell T Davies, who's been the showrunner for the last little period with the Disney one, and his company Bad Wolf have parted ways with the BBC. So what this means is that there is not going to be a Christmas special this year. which was sort of always a bit of a placeholdery thing. So, yeah, I was sort of going to introduce this as the least surprising Doctor Who news in forever, because it's like there's been nothing for ages. It's like we had the last episode for this current sort of run was in May 2025. In October, it was announced that the Disney partnership was not going forward. They still had the War Between the Land and the Sea, which has premiered in January on Disney. We still haven't got it in Australia. And apart from that, there has been cricket since then. So there has been no casting announcement. There's been no filming announcement. So, yeah, it is out to tender. So the story is that they are waiting for some sort of streaming person service to maybe take it up and be a co-production with BBC, but we are officially back in the wilderness years for the Doctor Who-ness.
Yeah. So in summary, it's been cancelled.
No,
it's interesting, right? Because we had the Disney sort of collab, if you want to call it that Disney was doing with the BBC, and they were hoping that it would launch a lot better than it actually did. For them. So it's interesting that now it's back on the table, what other streamers are going to be looking at this and looking at the uptick that wasn't there, unfortunately, with Disney.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Like, it is a very difficult thing to do. Like, Disney sort of jumped on and wanted to try and do something that would bring in new fans, which was great. And it did up to a point, but then you've also got to make sure that the old fans are happy. And I mean, it is a difficult thing. Disney did really want to try and bring in new Who fans, which I think they did a great job. Apparently having Ncuti as the new Doctor did bring in younger fans, but you've also got to sort of try and keep happy all of the older fans as well. And, you know, there's been a lot of rumbling, you know, Doctor Who fans are almost as bad as Star Wars fans in a lot of ways. They complain about, oh, it doesn't have too much of the old stuff and it has too much of the new stuff and this and that and the other. So it is a very difficult balance to try and, you know, make for this. And I think when they announced Russell T Davies, everyone's like, oh, he's amazing. He's the Messiah. He's going to fix everything about Doctor Who. And there's just no way you can. So I think they did a great job. Like, I really enjoyed the series. I love Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor. I thought he was great. I just think it's going to be a very difficult thing going forward for any production company at all. As you know, I'm a fan of Adam Richard Has a Theory, and he was saying that it's possibly better to get someone who is not a Doctor Who fan, who does not know all of the lore and all the bits and pieces, to sort of, you know, like do what Tony Gilroy did for Andor and Star Wars, someone to come on from outside and just sort of write stories and just sort of pop some Doctor Who-ness into it. So that's possibly a way to get it better. But yeah, goodness knows who's going to be brave enough to do that.
Let's do an absolute Doctor Who, where it's just completely off the wall, and try something. Look, I mean, I think the hard thing about Doctor Who is that it's really difficult for its universe to expand. You know, they've tried a number of times to expand that universe, and it's never really landed. And so I think that there needs to be something different, like you say, a different approach to help expand that universe a little bit more. We can see that with other, you know, sci-fi franchises like Star Wars, like Star Trek, even like Stargate. They're all stars, by the way. Maybe it should be called Dr. Star Who. But you know, you know, all of those star franchises have all expanded their universe in one way, shape, or another, and they are able to stop that production and then start it again, even if it is a number of years later, and fans are still excited about it. What I find is with the Doctor Who franchises, if it's not on, it's not on. You know, we kind of forget about it and hope that it's going to come back, but it's not. You know, unless you're a real Whovian, right? So yeah, it is difficult.
Yeah, I mean, it did have that run for a while there where it had the Sarah Jane Chronicles and the Torchwood Adventures all at the same time. So that was back during Russell's last tenure. The thing with Doctor Who is that like a property that's been around forever. There will be other stuff to keep going. There is comic series, Big Finish do a heap of audio adventures and stuff. So there's definitely going to be more stuff coming out. It's just not the TV show that is going to be coming out for the next little while until something gets on. Now, this may be a couple of years. This may be like the last Wilderness years went from like 1989 to 2005. So there is a potential that it could be a very long time. One thing I did notice interesting was that I saw that AMC, the streaming platform in America, now have all of I call it the new Who. So that's the 2009 up to just before the Disney. So they now have all of those series on their streaming platform. So I was like, oh, well, maybe they can do it. But I was like, I don't know if AMC would be someone that would be a good fit for Doctor Who. I mean, they're most famous for The Walking Dead. They also have Interview with the Vampire. They seem more people that are going to do sort of now and historical type shows. I don't know if Doctor Who would be a good fit for them, but we're sort of running out of streamers. If Disney said no, AMC probably can't do it. Paramount, if they've already gotten rid of Star Trek, I can't see them bringing on Doctor Who. Prime has got a pretty full slate at the moment. Let's not put another one on them. So then you're kind of left with Netflix. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not holding my breath.
I'd be very surprised if it takes too long before someone comes in with a pitch that the BBC is happy with, though. Like, there's such a demand for content these days, and it's such a popular property, and it's, for whatever else has happened over the last bunch of years, it has gained a level of global recognition that it's never had before. I just think that someone's going to come up with a pitch that's going to be appealing to the BBC, and we'll see it back sooner rather than later. But I can't see it happening for a couple of years at least.
I say tap Scott Snyder on the shoulder and ask him to.
Well, I think I was going to say AMC is probably a really good fit if you want like an absolute Doctor Who, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's give it a crack, right? Let's see what happens. Yeah,
pick a time frame and go from there, sort of thing.
Yeah, a time jumping zombie in a TARDIS, right? So
exactly.
I'm down.
Yeah.
We had some other sort of Doctor Who adjacent news today, didn't we?
Yeah, which is kind of nice. We're not going to get actual Doctor Who, but we are going to get some doctors. They announced that for Only Murders in the Building season 6, it's going to have David Tennant and Jodie Whittaker. So that's 2 doctors, but also Nicola Coughlan, who was in A Christmas Special. So that is 3 Doctor Who. 3 doctors and an alumni in season 6, which is going to be set in London. So that is perfect sense. So at least we're going to get some of our people on screen next year, if not, in the TARDIS with the sonic screwdriver.
I reckon the cast that they've put together for this 6th series in London is so big that I reckon there must be other Doctor Who links as well. I can't remember too many of the other English or British actors that they've recruited for this, but there must be other links as well.
If a lot of English actors, it's like if you either look through like Harry Potter or Doctor Who or EastEnders or something, they will have done, it's like Australia where you've got your Home and Away or your Neighbours or something. They will have done something in their past, possibly Doctor Who. We'll play bingo.
Water Rats.
Oh, yes, Water Rats. Singers? Is that the other one?
Blue Healers.
Love it. So, yes. So at least we got some good news amidst all that doom and gloom.
Love it. Well, thanks, as always, Producer Kim, for your insight.
Thanks for having me on.
All right.
Back to our normal programming.
Yes.
Such
as it is.
Yes. What other news have you got that's on your list?
I've got nothing.
Perfect. I've got stacks.
As I said, I've had a really, really busy week, and I do have notes and bits and pieces. I've probably been reading more than I've been paying attention to the news and socials and that sort of thing. But nothing. Unless you've got something else.
I'll carry the slack. I've got heaps to go on. So in our time today, Dan Housen has been invited to the Knicks Championship celebration parade, which is
I'll bet he has.
Which is fantastic. So for those of you who might not know, this is definitely pop culture related. Wrestler to a newest wrestler to the WWE has Dan Housen has a bit of a gimmick where he will curse his opponents and anybody else that will give him a number of human monies, as he refers to. And Danhausen's a larger-than-life character who's sort of a cross between Dracula and Conan, would you say? Conan O'Brien. Yeah, and he's just fantastic. He's really charismatic and really steals the scene when he's on it. And quite a number of games ago, he uncursed the Knicks and cursed any of their opponents. And I think that started at I think it was like 11 games straight, wasn't it?
At least. I think the curse started with the Cleveland Cavaliers in I think it was the last round, and the Knicks were undefeated until game 3 of the finals. And Danhausen definitely deserves some of the credit for the Knicks
just
victory.
For the hype. He was just such a great hype man to get everybody rallying. The merch has gone through the roof, and they obviously recognise, his support. I think he's a little bit disappointed that he didn't get to sit next to in between Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner, but overall, I think I think this is even bigger for him to be invited to the Knicks, championship celebration event. So
I have a feeling that, I have a feeling that next year he's going to get his share of courtside seats.
Yeah. Which I think he'll be definitely there, either as himself or his persona as Danhausen.
I was looking at Danhausen the other day, and you know what he reminds me of?
Oh yeah,
he's like a Batman 66 villain if that villain was designed by Todd McFarlane. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, for sure. I can definitely see that.
He sort of got that goofy campness with the makeup, with the makeup and stuff. And
I can see that coming. Oh yeah, absolutely, I can. Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
Hey, so well done, Knicks. What an amazing last game for that. I'm not a massive sports fan, but I definitely watched it, and it was a nail-biting game, and New York has celebrated immensely. I don't think they've stopped celebrating yet, have they? So
I don't think they ever really truly will.
No, it's like 53 years, was it? Between
53 years. The last time they won was 1973.
Wow, amazing.
Not in my lifetime. Sort of. How old were you in 1973? 20?
No. I was just out of my teens by then. So
that's by my math, that's what I thought.
Living large.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a big deal, and it's a big deal for sort of pop culture and the arts as well. Because I mean, New York and the Knicks are synonymous. The city and so everywhere from Broadway to television personalities, everybody's celebrating. So
absolutely they are.
We're not going to hear the end of this one for some time, I think.
No, definitely not. Moving on to other news, the Wonder Woman live action series, Paradise Lost, which was kind of put on hiatus for a little while, but it's actually moving forward now. With new writers, so which is really interesting. One of the writers is from the Handmaid's Tale and For All Mankind, Kira Snyder, and the other one is from Bridgerton, which is Janet Lynn. So they're both attached to the project, and they'll be now writing it. It's great to see that we've got two very strong female writers writing for a female leading, production.
That's the way to go.
So it'll be interesting to see what this is about and what what it looks like. This is this another sort of Game of Thrones-esque, sort of type production, or is it? I'm not too sure. What? I mean, you're sort of a bigger Wonder Woman fan. What type of story do you think that we could be expecting from something like this?
It's hard to say, but I think you're probably on the right track. Something along the lines of Game of Thrones. But yeah, I think it's a great idea. There's so much more to the character of Wonder Woman than just Diana herself. There's literally thousands of years of history there. And when you add in the link between the gods of Olympus and all that entails, I think that it's really ripe for stories. It's something that we've seen a lot in Absolute Wonder Woman. They've leaned heavily into the Greek myth and all of that sort of thing, and I think that that's probably where they'll go with this show as well. But I'm very excited, looking forward to seeing it. I
think it'll be again expanding that universe, that gun universe as they refer it to. And there's no sort of date as of yet on when production will begin, but it's great that we've got 2 writers and it's moving forward, so something to look forward to.
Just great to hear that there's more on the way.
Absolutely. Keeping on with DC news, this is a really interesting one. So DC have abruptly pulled the Supergirl movie merch, which featured a Star Wars character. Have you heard about this?
Oh, I did see this, yes. A little bit embarrassing.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting because they took it from some artwork which was drawn by an artist which was originally worked on the original Woman of Tomorrow comic book. Is that right?
Yeah, it's Bill Quisevely.
Yeah, right. And because of that, they incorporated that into the new merch. And the alien was like, was it Lexo Suga or something like that?
I'm not sure what the name was, but it bears a resemblance to a character from, I think it was Rise of Skywalker, or
that's right,
one of those. And at some point,
Last Jedi, it was Last
Jedi, and it seems that they've gotten their reference pictures mixed up at some point, and Bilquis is drawn heavily, literally, on the Star Wars reference photo as opposed to the one from the Supergirl movie, which I guess is an easy mistake to make. But it's the similarity between the character that Bilquis has drawn and the one from The Last Jedi is unmistakable. So I'm not surprised that they've withdrawn that, which is a real shame because it was a beautiful piece of artwork.
It really is.
But it's
been
on the
AI onto it, and they'll get AI onto it, and they'll just rub it out. So
more AI. That's what we need.
Yeah. You know what it is though, like the metal print that was that they had out for this has also been withdrawn, and it's already on eBay for $120. So look, it's it's going to become a collector's item now, just for an honest Star Wars mistake. And I mean, this is the interesting part about it, right? Because Star Wars is now owned by Disney, who owns Marvel. So they're essentially putting a Marvel character into the DC universe. So
an unofficial Star Wars DC crossover.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have that. I'd like to see that.
All our wildest dreams are coming true.
Oh, absolutely. I'd be totally down for that. We also got news in our time today that Gavin Guidry has signed an exclusive deal with DC Comics.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So this is like I said, this is hot off the wire. This is really, really exciting because he's a great artist. A great artist, great writer. or a bit of both?
He's an artist. Has been doing JSA, and recently has been working on Ryan North's Flash series.
Oh, the Flash. That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah. No, he did. He did the year one storyline in the JSA, which I really enjoyed, and has been doing the last 3 issues of the Flash.
Yep. Right.
Yeah, that's really good news. I'm a big fan of his art. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
Yeah, well, and the interesting part about it is there's nothing that's been announced about what projects he's going to be working on. But I would be guessing with an exclusive deal, he's obviously going to have some, initiatives within, that lineup. That maybe he's going to bring his own character in, or a storyline that he really wants to bring to light, or get to choose his character that he wants to do specifically. So
draws very good sort of classic superhero type costumes and images, action sequences. And nothing against the artists that are already on these books that I'm going to mention, but I'd love to see him on Justice League or even on New Titans.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I just think that the art style that he's got would fit really well with those. But wherever he turns up, I'll check it out. That's for sure.
Yeah. Keeping on with DC news, we spoke just briefly about before about My Adventures with Superman. We've now seen an image of what's her name again? Jessica Cruz, who will feature in My Adventures of Superman season 3. And we also have now a little bit more to go on about what the series is going to look like when they launch that later this year. We'll probably get more news in our next episode regarding the animation and what that's going to look like after the animation expo that's going to be happening shortly. But in the meantime, we find out that the Green Lantern Corps space war begins arriving on Earth, bringing dangerous alien enemies with it. And to save the planet, our hero, Jessica Cruz, will have to overcome her fears, anxieties, and everyday teenage struggles while leading a new Lantern Corps against a terrifying threat.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. I didn't know where they were going with this storyline, but it's interesting that they're going to have a new Green Lantern Corps on Earth. So
no, I'm really excited about that, and I was really excited to hear today. I mentioned before that the actress who was the original voice of Moana in the 2 Disney Moana movies, and I'm going to butcher her name because I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Awali Carvalho.
Well done. I couldn't do it, so good job.
I've got no doubt I butchered that one, but gorgeous actress. Really great personality on the publicity tours and stuff. I'm excited that she's going to be involved with the character of Jessica Cruz, because I think she's going to be a really great fit, both as a voice actress but also as an ambassador for that character and for DC.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you watched moving on to more news, have you watched the Lupin series on Netflix at all?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Fantastic series. We got news today that M.A.S.K will be returning as his son Deal for the part 4 of the Lupin series on Netflix. So which is fantastic. It's been about 3 years since we got part 3. But that's really good news. It's a great series about a man who essentially reads the French book. It's all set in France, and he reads about a grand thief named Lupin, and it's this is the same story that they used the manga series that they adapted to be Lupin the Third. So same similar stories, and just the lengths that this thief goes to, not only for grand exhibitions of theft, but also being a master of disguise. And so this is where we're seeing Omar at his best in his acting when he's playing different roles. So you can imagine it's a bit like having Eddie Murphy in any of his movies, but on a TV scale, and seeing this guy in different disguises with different accents, etc. So that'll be coming out in October. So really looking forward to that one. If you haven't checked it out, you can watch the first 3 parts. They call them parts, but they're essentially seasons on Netflix now.
Yep.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, no, very good stuff. Another thing for me to add to my list.
Well, it'll all be on one streamer. If you listen to last week's episode, you'll understand exactly what we're talking about. If you haven't, we would highly recommend that you jump back and have a listen. You can also check us out on our socials under Pulp Culture Pod. Moving disappeared before you could point. Did you want to point at it? I'll let you point at it again now.
No, it's fine.
There you go. It's back up there again. Help us out. Yes, beautiful presentation. I love it. Moving right along. Today we also got news. Very interestingly, that Fox in brackets Disney have purchased Roku for $22 billion. So, which is really interesting. Do you know anything about Roku?
Not really. Is it no? Explain.
Okay, so Roku is very much similar to what Apple is. So you would purchase your Apple TV box with the remote control. Roku is a sort of another option for you to be able to watch your streaming on, but also store media on as well. So you would get a box and a remote control, or it would be an app that you could access on your computer or your phone, etc., etc.
So it's cable.
And so essentially it's cable but digital, right? And so this is just really interesting that Fox. I mean, they're saying it's Fox, but I mean it's a Disney owned Fox now. So it's interesting how they have purchased Roku. I would say that this feels more like it's not so much for the name, but for what the actual for the amount of subscribers they have, or they're not subscribers, but by purchases of Roku. I think they do have to subscribe in some type of way, and I believe it's about 100 million subscribers if we're going by that, which is absolutely huge for a database.
And how much did you say they paid for it? 22 million.
22 billion.
Billion.
$22 billion. It'd be 2, wouldn't it, if you were doing that? So it's huge. It's a massive buy. I think it's more for the technology and the subscribership than I think that it is for anything else. Okay. I think that this will be something that they'll absorb and use. If even though they're saying it's Fox, Disney has essentially approved it, and I think that they'll use that technology to possibly bring out their own version, for everybody to use. What that looks like in the future, who knows? But yeah, anyway, that's yeah, it's very, very interesting nonetheless, right?
Yeah, no, it's just another big move that we don't really know where it's going to lead, but maybe in 5 to 10 years it'll make sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Other than that, that's pretty much it for me. Unless you've got anything else, I think it's time to bring back our always probably the most favorite segment of every listener, and now watcher, which would be the Weird Files. So there you go. We've got 3 new ones for you, MJ. I've decided to
three new ones.
3 new ones for you.
Okay.
I've decided to keep in a theme this week. Maybe you'll get what the theme is. So I'll give you the 3 now.
It's possible I won't care what the theme is, but
you don't think so?
No.
I'm pretty confident that you'll probably get this one. But anyway, look, I'll read the 3 to you, and then
Okay.
you can tell me whether which one you think. But maybe I'll play some Jeopardy music at the same time. Just
that'd be great. It really helps me think.
Yeah, give you some thinking. Here we go. So, here's our 3. We've got fake museum guide. We have fake zoo flamingo, and we have fake tiki bar. So we have fake museum guide, fake zoo flamingo, and fake tiki bar.
I'm going to go with flamingo.
Flamingo?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really good choice. We just thought we'd wait until the Jeopardy music finishes there. Perfect.
Yeah, now we'll just wait for the Jeopardy music.
We're paying a huge royalty for that one, so we might as well just let it run. Hey.
Okay.
No, not really.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Good. Here's some fun for you. Florida woman.
Change up.
It's a change up. Florida woman poses as flamingo for 3 days at zoo. There you go. That's the headline there.
All right.
In what zoo officials are calling a surprisingly committed performance, a Florida woman was arrested after allegedly impersonating a flamingo inside a zoo exhibit for 3 days before being noticed. According to authorities, the woman reportedly entered the flamingo habitat wearing pink feathers and stood among the birds, allegedly attempting to blend in. At first, we thought that it was an unusual tall flamingo. One visitor said she was very still and very dedicated. Investigators say that the woman allegedly remained inside the enclosure during operating hours, standing on one leg and mimicking the bird's movements. Zoo staff became suspicious when, here you go, this is the giveaway and you always pick it. Staff became suspicious when one employee reportedly noticed that the flamingo was checking her phone.
Yeah.
It's always their
phones that are our undoing.
It's always their phones, right? Officials say that she was detained after staff confirmed that that flamingos do not wear mascara. That's the giveaway, right? Okay.
I think that's true.
Right. The woman now faces charges related to trespassing and interference with a wildlife exhibit. Zoo management declined to comment on how she maintained unnoticed for multiple days, but confirmed that security protocols have been reevaluated. Visitor described the situation as impressively committed. So there you go. That's it for the Weird Files.
Well,
Did you?
I hope she's been impressively committed.
She yeah, look, I mean that's a new one, right? That's one for the books, being able to pose as a flamingo.
I have so many questions, and I'm not going to waste anybody's time by asking any of them.
Did you get the theme though?
It's all fake stuff.
Oh yeah, good job, well done. Yep,
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, no, even I got that one, Nath.
Yeah, okay, very good,
Yeah.
well done. Well, that's it for the weird files.
Pretty proud of myself.
Yeah, I think you should be.
Right,
What we
so
might
what's
do,
next?
what we might do is we might go to a short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Lasers ready.
The Battle of Galactica has begun. Where are the humans?
They are on the Universal Studios tour at the collapsing bridge and suspect nothing.
We will capture them.
In the doomed glacier expedition
We will torture them.
at the Shark,
We will annihilate them.
they are here.
The Battle of Galactica has begun. At the Universal Studios tour.
Well, there you go.
Love
Hope
it.
you enjoyed the Battlestar Galactica Universals tour.
Yeah, I mean,
Did they have that when you were at Universal, when you visited?
no.
Oh, you were missing out on a treat. I went and saw that when I was a kid back in 1953, and even before Battlestar Galactica came out as a TV show. No,
I'm pretty sure that was gone by 1990 when I was there the first time.
yeah, unreal, absolutely unreal. I mean, it's all fake as get out, but gee whiz, it's a lot of fun. That's for sure.
When I was at Universal Studios in 1990, they had a Star Trek event or exhibition. It was like a stage show, and they got people up on stage and transported them away, and through TV magic and light and sound and stuff, they simulated transporters. That was what was there, but that's long gone as well. So
What a loss! What a loss that is.
well, they've got Transformers now. They've got Transformers in Jurassic Park now, so it's not all bad.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought I'd ask you, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the review or do you want to do the aisle?
Let's do the aisle.
Okay, sounds good. All right, what have you been reading this week?
I've been reading a lot. Part of me being
have.
busy means that I've been working a lot, which means I've been on the tram, which means I've been reading. So yeah, I've had to select just a few of the things that I've been reading to talk about. Otherwise, we'd be here for 4 hours.
I get it. 100% get it.
Yeah, I'll start off with one of the surprises for me. It was something that I didn't have on my pull list of comics. I read the first issue of a new Image series. It's called M1 Monster Racing League.
Oh no, I saw this. I haven't read it either. But I was definitely interested in it though.
Yeah, and I was struck by the cover art by Jay Lee and June Chung.
Yep.
And that was what got me into picking up the book and having flicked through some of the pages. I was pretty hooked, and yeah, now the rest of the series is well and truly on my pull list because it was really great. It's it got a sort of speed racer manga type feel. It's got some really good female protagonists, a couple of very sort of fun light kind of characters, but yeah, the art's really spectacular, and they sort of tease at the end that it's going to end up having sort of a supernatural turn at some point in the story sometime. Yeah, so M1 Monster Racing League. It's a really fun series. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes.
Yeah, awesome. I have jumping in. I have been reading a little bit, actually, more than I normally do this week, believe it or not. I did read Transformers number 33. Did you read that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, really good. Another great issue. Really interesting to see another creator on the doing the book. Yeah, we've got who have we got back this time doing the artwork for it? It was Jason Howard's back doing artwork for it.
Yeah,
which is
same as the last issue.
Same as the last issue. So lots of well, not so much. I think we got less skinny bots this time, and I think they're a little bit beefier. I think with our more female robots, they were a little bit more feminine. But yeah, maybe Jason's just getting used to drawing bots and not humans for a change.
Yeah. No, I'm actually really enjoying his art. I think it works really well, and I really enjoyed this latest issue. I'm liking where this story's going.
Yeah, and it's really I mean we've got some separate stories going on, which you would expect from Kirkman, where we've got our teams are a little bit displaced on both Earth and Cybertron, but we've also got this background story going on about the Decepticons and what that looks like for them. Hang on one sec. Yeah. Oh, sorry, mate.
Bless you thrice.
Yeah, so that's I think this is a really interesting where it's actually going, and again, next issue they've already teased that Megatron is going to feature because they've already shown us the cover, and it looks like he's back to his original G1 glory. So that'll be interesting to see what happens in issue 34.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really pleased to have caught up with Transformers, and I'm enjoying catching up with G.I. Joe as well. I've still got a little bit to go there, but thoroughly enjoying the Dreadnought War storyline. It's really good stuff. Yeah.
One thing that you and I have both read. We've actually read the next two, and maybe I'll leave the last one for you to cap off on. Is Firestorm number 3.
Have you read it?
Yeah, I have read it. It's it's wild. It's and it's funny because you and I have spoken offline about this, and we sort of had our suspicions on what it might be, and we are 100% correct on why this is actually taking place. There's a big reveal that I wasn't expecting. Which was how Firestorm came to be. It's hard not to give any spoilers.
It's game changing though, isn't it? Like it's a really
humongously game changing.
It's a really dark twist
for someone who's collected Firestorm. It was my first comic as a kid, which got me into comics. This totally turns the lore on its head.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, look, it's I'm okay with it actually. I don't feel betrayed about this at all. I think it gives it a different perspective on what it looks like for Firestorm.
I think if you felt betrayed, it'd sort of fit in with the story though, wouldn't it? So well, by that I mean, it wouldn't be a completely illegitimate reaction to that particular twist.
No, I'm definitely surprised by it. I mean, it definitely changes my perception on one of the characters in particular, and what that now means. It'd be interesting to go back with that knowledge and then reread past issues with that in mind. And
Yeah.
I'm sure there's nothing there, but it would definitely change my perspective on rereading them. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's a genius move on Lemire's behalf, because it really, it just creates so much drama and future drama between not just the two key characters but others as well. I think it's fascinating. I'm really excited by it.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I think we've got a fantastic team, doing the work in this. I think they both, both artist and writer are doing amazing work. And I like the degree of changing from current to past, and you can really see that difference in, it's like the present is very dark, everything's very dark tones, all that sort of stuff. So I think I really like where they're going and what they're actually doing. I was just going to say, is it Marcelo Maiolo? Is that his how you pronounce his name?
Yep.
He's doing some great work with the colors on this.
Definitely.
And absolutely loving it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a really good looking book. It still has, like so many of these sort of DC all-in books, it's still got that absolute feel while still fitting in with the normal DC universe. And I think that's what I like about the twist in the story again, which we're not going to spoil, but I think it's a really fun way to sort of make an absolute style change in the story, but still keeping it within universe.
Yeah, agreed.
It's absolute in spirit, but it still fits in with the regular canon, and I think it's really, really brilliant.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. Did you because I read digital, I have seen all the covers. Which cover did you end up getting for
I got two.
Did you get the Dustin Nguyen?
Nguyen, yeah, I did. Yeah, no, I saw the Dustin Nguyen one on on the shelf at the shop, and yeah, couldn't resist it.
How can you not? It's such a gorgeous cover.
Yeah, stunning. But yeah, I got that, and I also got the regular cover.
Nice.
I didn't see myself buying multiple covers of Firestorm this year, but you never quite know what the future holds, do you?
Anything's possible. I mean, even the Todd Knock one was pretty good too. So
I'm not sure I saw that one. We don't get all of them in the store. We just sort of get. We couldn't. There's so many variant covers these days. But no. When I saw that one, I just thought I like the simplicity of it, and because Dustin, works in watercolor, or at least a watercolor style, I just thought it was beautifully affected.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you on that one. The other DC book that both you and I have read is Absolute Catwoman #1, which came out this week for us.
Yep.
And that was what was it? Scott Snyder and is it Cho Grayson who wrote this?
I think it's Che Grayson.
Oh, is it Che Grayson? Yeah.
Yeah. Che Grayson, art by Bengal. What did you think of Absolute Catwoman #1?
This is wild. This is everything that I wanted in a Catwoman story and more. I loved the intro with a reach back to a historical universe of Catwoman, which I thought was really fun and clever. I think the pacing was excellent. It's given us enough story to want an issue 2. And I was really impressed with it. I didn't know where they were going to go after her sort of leaving the Absolute Batman, title. But I really like this, and I love how she has her own lair. What was it called? Was it called the I can't remember
the
what it was
place
called.
where she stores all her gear, she calls the cat cave, which
The
makes
cat
sense.
cave, yeah, which I thought was. I thought the cat's lair would have been a much better name, but other than that, that was my only criticism of it. I thought it was a fantastic, super fun read, lots of action, really, really drawn well. What about you?
I loved it. I thought it was great. There's been a lot of talk in the shop about that issue this week, and I keep telling people that I think it's one of the best story treatments of Selena Kyle that there's been, and I don't mean that as a slight on any of the other stuff that we've had. I've been reading the regular Catwoman comic for since its inception.
Yeah.
I really think that this is a great treatment. It's a great contemporization of Selena. I like that they point out that she's a particularly young woman, partly because it shows that even despite her relatively young age, 25, they say she is, she's already led a dramatic and exotic life. I'm a little bit concerned about what is going to happen as a result of all of this, because they've definitely painted a pretty rosy picture of where she is at the moment. The only way appears to be down. So but yeah, I agree with you. I think the art's amazing. The character design's beautiful. The other characters I really enjoyed. There's another character, Holly. That's spoilers. I thought she was a really great character, a really good addition to the cast. And I really like the twist in the end too.
A big reveal at the end was a great reveal at the end, which obviously leads into another book, which will be really interesting. So
I'm really hoping that fans of other Absolute books read this one, because I can sort of see how it's only a 6-issue series, and so I can sort of see that it's perhaps going to turn a circle back towards the other books. And I think that it's going to be a story that we're going to be talking about for some time. But I really loved it. A bit like Absolute Green Arrow, I thought it was another great start. It definitely got me excited, and I'm really looking forward to issue number 2.
What's the buzz like in the and it's only early days, but what's the buzz like in the store
for Catwoman?
For Catwoman,
it's been positive, very positive. Like we've certainly sold a lot of issues. We got a lot in. There's been a lot of attention on the beautiful variant covers. We've certainly sold a lot of those too. But I think a lot of people, that they sort of don't quite know what the series is.
Right.
But as I say, I really hope that particularly fans of Absolute Batman read it, because as I say, I suspect that by the time we get to the end of 6 issues, it's going to kind of circle back, and certainly have ripple effects through other books. But generally positive. And those of us that have read it and work in the shop have been hyping it up, and it's our enthusiasm certainly seems to be resulting in a lot of sales, which is really good. I think it's another hit for DC and the Absolute line, most definitely.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and that's fantastic that it's doing well, which is great to hear, because then it means that they'll keep on with that character, won't they? But tell us, Pulp Nation, are you reading Catwoman, Absolute Catwoman? Have you read it? Tell us what you think. Let us know on our socials under Pulp Culture Pod. The only other book that's worth noting, which you've read, which I haven't, because I got a physical copy of this, and I'm highly jealous that you got in before me on this one, is M.A.S.K #1. So I'm going to hand it over to you. I've got nothing to say on this one other than I'll be drooling in my own mind until I get my physical copy.
Well, I'm going to ruin it for you completely and spoil it and tell you that they all die.
It's going to be on the t-shirt, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no. M.A.S.K #1. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. I was excited from having read the preview in the Free Comic Book Day Energon special and the Energon special proper. Piper, his art is amazing. He draws characters and figures beautifully, but the way that he draws vehicles, you are just going to go nuts for.
Yeah.
From the opening scenes when we see there's a car, it's just mouthwatering. And yeah, as far as first issues go, this one is action packed, great characters, great visuals. It's a really spectacular start. And on this, to be honest, it's been selling really well too. And we've had a blind bag for this one.
Oh yes,
and those have been very popular as well.
Have they been opening them in store?
Some people have,
nice.
Yeah, some people have. I've seen a few. I saw someone open one today, and it's actually got a completely different comic in the blind bag. It's not the first issue of.
It's I think we can say it because it's definitely hit the socials, and which is ROM #1.
Well, there was ROM #1, but there's also one called M.A.S.K Origins, which is like a prelude.
Oh,
it's like a whole different story. I was a little bit jealous when I saw this one because it seems to be an additional part of the story that isn't featured in M.A.S.K #1.
This could be. I wonder whether this is from the mini series that they did a number of years ago. I think it was back in 2023, 24, where they did a mini series of M.A.S.K, like an introductory of M.A.S.K. It was only about 6 issues. So I wonder whether that's kind of whether they're using some of that from back then.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. It was just it was had a beautiful like shiny boy cover.
Yeah.
The title M.A.S.K Origins, and when we opened it up and had a look, it was completely new, different content. So
wow.
Not quite sure what that was, but as I say, I'm a little bit jealous because I really enjoyed the first issue, and I'm really excited about you getting a hold of your copy as well. So I'll try and get it to you ASAP.
Yes, I'll accept any form of courier.
We'll work something out.
With the introduction of these different books in blind bag, ROM #1 was a really interesting one of
I'm not sure. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah,
ROM used to be an old Marvel property, didn't it?
Yeah, ROM used to be an old Marvel property, so obviously it's up for grabs now. And I was really interested in what that came about, right?
Well, is the implication perhaps that ROM's going to be tied into the Energon universe, or apologies if you said something along those lines?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be because it's in that M.A.S.K blind bag. From my understanding, that it is definitely part of the Energon universe. That Kirkman came out and said, "Oh no, it was an editor. It was one of the executive editors. I think it was Ben Abernathy." Turned around and said that ROM was joining the Energon universe.
Okay.
So that was such a surprise and delight, I think, for anybody who opened the bag, let alone anybody that got the news after those blind bags started getting opened.
Have you read any ROM? Because I don't think I've ever read any either.
No, and I wonder where that where that sits. Is that sitting more on the of Void Rivals, or is that sitting more in the Transformer? Because Rom is he's very similar. He's not a Transformer. He's a robot. But he's not he doesn't transform into anything.
But he's a spacefaring robot, isn't he? That's
right. That's exactly right. So is he more? I'm sort of trying to work out. I mean, look, definitely welcome in the Energon universe. However, I'm just trying to sort of work out in my own mind where that actually sits, and I suppose that ROM #1 will give us an idea. I'm guessing it's going to get released as a normal book in the next month or so, but I haven't seen anything as of yet to advertise anything advertised. Have you?
I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks.
You know what I love about this though. Like we were talking about these too many variant covers, and when I started seeing that the blind bags were coming out, and there was such a huge hype for the blind bags for the Daredevil when Daredevil #1 came out.
Yeah, they went so quick I barely saw them.
Yeah, they went as quick as Daredevil does, and so I actually really like this idea of having a blind bag with something really new in it as a surprise, and then release it later on. So this is a really great way of doing exactly what was intended, which was to hype up a comic before everybody gets their hands on it, right? Because only a select few have been able to grab a copy of it, but then also spruik about it and tell everybody else and get everybody else pumped for it. So
I do, yeah.
Right?
I do think it's fun. I haven't bought any of the blind bags at this stage. I'm not going to say that I won't, but it's certainly something I'm going to resist. But when they start putting, totally different content in them, it makes me think twice.
Yeah,
I'm sure is their motivation for doing it, but
100%.
Yeah, no, it's interesting that the blind bag thing has been very successful. Any of the ones that they've released, there's a Doctor Doom one coming out sometime soon as well. I'm not sure what exactly that's for, but we've already had people placing orders for that. So I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. Same as variant covers. Love them or hate them, they're here to stay. So it's just a different level of intrigue and excitement. Bring it on.
Well, we didn't get necessarily, I think from my memory, the first, it wasn't really a blind bag. It was just bagged, which was the death of Superman. I think that's the earliest that I can remember being a bagged comic.
But
I don't
think that was before like X-Force #1.
X-Force #1 was it? Was that?
I bought a couple of copies of X-Force #1 back in the day, and I reckon that was 91 or 92 maybe.
Right.
And that was because they had a trading card in them.
Right. Gotcha.
But this stuff is becoming more and more common. It's like another one we've had this week has been Avengers Armageddon #1, which has sold in a bag with a Magic the Gathering card.
Right.
And those have been red hot as well. So it's definitely a thing. As I said, I don't particularly hate it. I just I think it's fun, but I'm sort of not sure what to think about it. And this addition of totally different comics that are a completely different character and certainly the additional M.A.S.K story, that's got me thinking twice, only because I'd love to read it. It's an interesting phenomenon, and I'm still sort of working out how I feel about it. But as I say, I think it's here to stay. People seem to love it. So
I don't think we're going to miss out on it either. With ROM with either Rom or that origin story. I think this is just a way of a really inexpensive way of hyping up a comic that that we'll get in the not too distant future. And I mean, just going back to the bag, status, and you were talking about, you think it was X-Force #1. You were actually 100% correct. I don't know why I doubted you. I usually do, but it's my state. It was X-Force 1991. It was, and it was polybags. I couldn't remember what the name was, but that was when they were polybagging. And X-Force #1 was the first one. So
I definitely I did. That was the first time I ever got sort of more than one of the first issue. I got caught up in the hype of that, and I think they had random trading cards in them. I don't think it was the same card, and I think that was why I bought more than one of them. And I definitely got the Death of Superman one as well. And I've still got my Death of Superman poly bag, and it's still got all the paraphernalia that was in the bag to begin with. It had the black armband with the Superman Death of Superman logo on it, and it was like a Daily Planet
newspaper wasn't it?
Headline in it as well. Still a prized part of my collection.
Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, tell us, Pulp Nation. Do you, are you into this new blind bag craze? Is it here to stay? What would you like to see? And do you like the idea of having these blind bags? Let us know on our socials under Pulp Culture Pod. We'd love to know your thoughts.
I think that's what's got me excited about it. Like, there's a lot of potential for some mischief and fun on behalf of the companies. I'm intrigued to see what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the aisle. Maybe we'll have a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back for some really interesting shows that we're going to be talking about on the review.
Six Flags, answer the call to Batman, the ride. Imagine the air below, the sky above. You are Batman. When you fly the world's only suspended, outside looping, nothing like it on Earth experience. Not even at Disney. Come, answer the call to Batman, the ride. Only at Six Flags Great America.
You gotta love Six Flags America, don't you? That's amazing. That ride.
Not even at Disney, Nath.
Not even at Disney. You gotta love it when the Batman ride is yellow. So not too sure on what that's about, but anyway.
I have a theory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, the yellow capsules would be easier to find if they get flung off when the ride breaks. Because if they're black, then they could get lost in the bushes or something. But if they're bright,
right, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I thought it might be the utility belt, being flown around, but
yeah, maybe. I think it's probably the finding dead bodies thing.
Yeah, it's a big reach nonetheless, but we digress. Hopefully you're enjoying our first video of the Pulp Culture Pod, and you're slowly getting accustomed to our faces. But let us know. We'd love your feedback. Should we keep doing this, or should we just go back to audio? We'll definitely be trying to bring us into the 21st century with this option, and hopefully in the near future we'll have some guests that'll be able to join us as part of the conversation.
Should Nath do every episode now in Danhausen makeup?
Oh, actually, that would be good. I mean, it wouldn't work very well with the beard.
He's trademarked it, so you'd probably get sued.
Well, there's lots of people who are doing it, right? So
But if they could cover up Cesar Romero's mustache to be the Joker back in the day, they could.
Because you never saw that, right? I mean, you never ever saw his mustache, right?
No.
Did you ever see the figure that was it McFarlane Toys did of Cesar Romero, and he actually still had the mustache?
It was great. What I love about it is that back in the day, like, you know, the quality of television was so poor that it didn't really matter. Like, you couldn't see it. And now I've got now I've got Blu-rays.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not HD, but it is the highest quality of restoration that you could possibly get, and you can see that mustache.
Yeah. Well, if it's in 4K, you can see the hair follicles as they're growing. Yeah. So
I love it.
We're into the sort of the end road of the show. We hope you've enjoyed it so far. We're moving now into the segment which is the review, where both MJ and I have been watching either TV or film or something else, and giving our thoughts and opinions on it. But we'd love you to join in the conversation on it as well.
You've got to make sure we've got time for my special reveal tonight as well.
Oh, yes, we've definitely got time. So don't worry.
I don't really know which segment it fits into, but you know, because we're doing video, I've got to do a visual reveal.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited for that one as well. But let's get into couple of TV shows. Maybe we'll leave the big one that you finally watched this week to the end, so we can talk about.
I have to confess, it's about all I've watched this week, because again, I've been really busy.
Okay.
I have seen a movie this week though.
Okay. Maybe if you want to start with that. What did you see?
Yeah, well, it's not Disclosure Day. Unfortunately, I haven't managed to see that yet, but I'm hoping to see that within the next week. But we went back to the MSO. Producer Kim's workmates bought her some tickets for the MSO Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets screening.
Oh, nice.
So we went to that last Friday night, and that was great fun. I hadn't
seen.
Do
you want to explain what that looks like for the Pulp Nation who might not know what actually takes place?
Yeah, no, it's effectively a concert by the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra at their usual venue, Hamer Hall at the Arts Centre in the city. But they screen the entirety of the movie, a movie on the screen. In this case, it was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Earlier in the year, producer Kim and I went and saw Beauty and the Beast, but they do Star Wars and Terminator and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, in this case, they were showcasing John Williams' soundtrack to the second Harry Potter film, Chamber of Secrets, and it was really good. I hadn't seen it for a long time. A lot of the dialogue seems a lot clunkier than I remember it, but the music, the soundtrack is spectacular, as John Williams stuff always is. So it was a really good time, really good vibe around the place, and lots of people in costumes and house scarves and that sort of thing, and it was a good time.
Yeah, nice. And so the audience obviously really enjoyed it.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's as I say, it's a good mix of kind of a night out at the movies, but if you don't feel like watching the movie, you can watch the orchestra. I sort of split my time between the two, it's a really good time. They do them quite regularly. Organizations other than the MSO do them these days as well. There's another group that does them, so there's plenty of opportunity to go and see movies with a live orchestra these days, in Melbourne at least. It was a really, really good experience.
Yeah, fantastic. That's great.
Yeah. What else have you been watching?
Yeah, so you'll probably catch up with that this week in our time, which is the first episode of My Adventures with Superman, which is the first episode of season 3. We're picking up not too far in the future from the end of season 2, where we saw the conclusion to Kara's sort of introductory story. So this is now sort of in a position now where we have Kara sort of settling in to Earth life, and what that's kind of starting to look like for her, but also for our other characters like Jimmy and Lois and also Clark. We've got Jack Quaid back as Superman / Clark Kent, and he does a fantastic job. He really is good on both levels of doing that socially awkward, inept Clark Kent, and then having a Superman who's still trying to find his feet but has a level of confidence at the same time. So
he's really, really good.
Yeah, very, very diverse in both of those roles, which is fantastic. This episode also gives us an introduction to Project Cadmus, and as we know, we're going to have the Eradicator and also Superboy in this season, as well as Green Lantern. We talked about Jessica Cruz earlier as a backdoor pilot for that ongoing series. So we did get that introduction of Project Cadmus, and what I think could be, without giving away, well, we get another introduction of another character. I won't spoil it. I'll leave that for everyone. But yeah, we get an introduction of another character, which I think I know who it is, and it's an interesting way of retelling this, because obviously this is not in any of the known DC universes that we have. This is a different sort of interpretation of that, using the stories that we know and love, but changing them up for this universe, a younger universe, if you want to call it that.
So I'm really looking forward to watching that. I'll definitely, absolutely have watched that by the time we record next.
Yeah, and it's just really enjoyable and really fun, lighthearted. I did binge through over the last couple of weeks through My Adventures of Superman season 2 to get up to speed. So I was pretty much riding on the high of that season 2, and I was really glad that I rewatched it again because there was a few things that I'd forgotten about or might have missed. But yeah, it's I think it's actually got better with this season. Excellent. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing where it's going, especially now that we've got more characters coming into play. And I think we'll probably see more of Steel as well. So which I think will be really fun.
Yeah, I was going to ask whether we got any look at him during the first episode.
Yeah, we got a small glimpse of him. The only thing that I find a little bit jarring about his character at the moment is that he's not wearing a helmet. That it's, he's got the full mech suit going on, but he's just got no helmet. And I think that's the only thing that's really missing from his character. I'm really hoping that they give him a helmet in this time round. I always wonder about characters that are in battle and, they're wearing this protective gear for a reason, but their head is exposed, So I
call it egg cup mode. I'll have to have a look and see what I think. One of the things that I like about My Adventures with Superman is that they don't mind getting a bit creative with some of the costumes. Like they really push the envelope with some of the designs, sometimes with success and sometimes not with so much success, I think. But I'll have to have another look and see what I think of Steel. Yeah, it is always a bit problematic when characters like him and Lex Luthor who don't have any sort of imperviousness to harm. They're not indestructible or anything like that. Have these amazing suits and then leave their most important body part exposed. But
yeah,
I guess sometimes you've just got to suspend your disbelief.
Yeah. What's really interesting about this series, though, and it is, it's a Warner Brothers production, and there's low to no merchandise for my adventures with Superman, which is really surprising. I would have thought that there might have been figures or at least something, but there's very little out there, which is a real surprise.
I think maybe it probably is an indicator of the age group that this show's aimed at, because I don't know whether it shows on Cartoon Network, but it's an adult. Oh, it does show on a Cartoon Network, but it's an Adult Swim show.
Yes, it is,
which puts it in that sort of later time slot. And I think that the new episodes in the US premiere at midnight.
So they premiere on Adult Swim late, and then the next day they then show on HBO Max.
Yeah, so I think that probably indicates that the kids and therefore the heart of the toy market is not where they're aiming at with this show. But it is disappointing a little bit, because that one of the highlights of the show is the character designs, and the sort of anime manga style feel of the show is one of its great appeals, I think. Who knows? Maybe they'll correct that sometime during this season.
Yeah, maybe we'll get who would it be? Hasbro, Playmates, McFarlane, who knows?
Don't know. You're the toy expert.
They'd have to do it in that style, though, right? So,
yeah.
So
they'd have to get the style right. But if they do, they'd be choice toys.
Well, Jack's Toys at the moment are doing the Sonic X DC range.
They're a great looking set of toys.
Yeah, I saw the Batman and Superman crossover ones, and they looked pretty good. So yeah, maybe Jack's Toys they might do a really good job of it, because they're sort of already doing something a little bit similar. But look, it's like I said, it's a great series. Looking forward to what each episode brings. The great thing about this show is that it's coming on a weekly basis, so you've got time to catch up and watch it. You can watch a couple of episodes before you get on to the next episode. But look out for that one. If you've got HBO Max, it'll be screening on a weekly basis. I think it's on a Monday or something or other. The other show that I think is worthy of talking about, and I don't know about you, but I've been saying this for weeks, that people need to get on the Widow's Bay train. And this week has been an absolute explosion on social media. I don't know about you, but I have seen it everywhere, like from the USA Today show to Collider to Deadline. Everybody's raving about Widow's Bay, and we're up to it took 9 episodes for us to get to this point.
The last episode isn't out yet, is it?
No, it's coming out. I think it's 2 days before it comes out, and I'm just biting my nails over it. I just can't wait.
It makes me wonder whether there's a real kick in the tail, and that's why they've waited all this time, or. I've seen fan art. Sorry, say it again.
I said to push the PR engine.
Yeah, but I mean, you're right. I've seen fan art from like professional artists like Babs Tarr and all sorts of stuff. And I've heard other people talking about it as well, like in real life, not just on socials, which is interesting, because I know that some weeks ago when you started watching it, one of the things that you said about it was it's similar to a lot of Apple shows. There was no hype, there was no publicity, nothing. And now, as you say, it's kind of everywhere. I've watched 2 episodes, and I really enjoyed the first couple. I think they're great. It's a great looking show. The sense of humor of it is very funny. The sense of peril is real. Producer Kim in particular has been on the edge of her seat watching the first 2 episodes. Matthew Rhys is wonderful. Stephen Root is his usual bat crazy self. And yeah, it's the whole cast is magnificent. I'm really looking forward to getting some time to watch some more episodes this week.
So the first 2 episodes that you would have seen would have been the pilot, which was the introduction to our characters, and also Widow's Bay, which is a town which is sort of set. It's like an island off New England, and everybody on the island has this belief that the island is cursed.
Not everybody, but a lot of people.
But yeah, majority, like it's sort of like folklore of the island is that it's cursed, right?
Yeah.
Whereas our new town mayor, which is played by Matthew Rhys, he is trying to dispel those assumptions or that folklore that there is a curse on the island. And as the series goes on, the more he discovers how wrong he really is. So that was the pilot. The second episode, was that the hotel? Was that where he stayed in the hotel?
Yes.
And
that's where he really starts to realize that things are not as rosy as they seem.
And it's off the wall, right? It's somebody described it as Parks and Rec meets Stephen King.
Yeah.
So
it really does have a Parks and Rec type feel. And as we've said, the showrunner and one of the main writers, or the main writer, is
from Parks and Rec
alum. And it really does have that feel. It's just a bit sort of darker. I was struck by how much the hotel reminds me of the Bates Motel, in its profile and the way that it's shot. It's a really great looking show. Like despite all the weirdness and stuff that's going on there, I wouldn't mind holidaying on Widow's Bay. So
yeah, well, just not after dark, right? So and you'll find that even more and more as you go along. I'll
give it a go. I'll just stay out of the crawl spaces.
Referring to episode 2 without giving away any spoilers.
Yeah,
absolutely. With Widow's Bay, it's just one of those shows that if you're going to start watching it, I would highly recommend, and I'm glad you did exactly what I recommended, was watch the pilot and then watch episode 2. There's something about the pilot that you need to connect with season 2 to keep watching it. I think is a bit of a disconnect between the pilot and the second episode. But I think if you watch them back to back, it pairs really, really nicely. But I think if you watch the episodes,
the episodes are not super long either. It's not one of these shows where it's like an hour-long episode. So, and that was why we watched 2, because the first one wasn't overly long. So you can sort of whip through 1 or 2 at a time. I think that's probably what we'll keep doing. If possible, we'll watch 2 at a time at least. We don't sort of binge too much in this house, but we'll stick with it. It's really good fun. I'm glad we finally got on the bandwagon.
And it looks like everybody else is now. This is a what they're calling a sleeper show. I can see why everybody's jumping on board, and I'm glad that I'm not the only one now spruiking it from the rooftops. And I'm loving others who are sort of speculating what what it looks like, how the end's going to happen, and all that sort of stuff. But
when you talk about it being a sleeper, it does remind me a little bit of the phenomenon of Schitt's Creek.
Yep.
Because it took us a long time to get to Schitt's Creek as well, and I think a lot of people the same. And again, it's about a strange little sort of rural community with all of the quirky characters that are involved in that. But despite all of the madness and weirdness, once you start watching it, you kind of want to keep hanging out there. I'm looking forward to more. It's really, really good so far.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you're really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it for the review. Let's get into probably, maybe your favorite segment of the show, which is the Mos Eisley Mailbag.
Let's do that.
We've got to always play the token music here, so we'll put that on. There you go. Enough of that.
Any opportunity you get to play a Cantina Band music, you should do it. All right. So a bit of a quick one this time. We don't have heaps going on in the letter column.
What's our deformed toaster up to this week?
Let's find out. I'll give you a look because we've got a visual medium now. So
yes,
this is our issue. Very 80s looking cover. I'm not sure who that is.
It's Gem from Gem and the Holograms.
Yeah, possibly, or Amethyst from DC, or But yeah, this is our issue, number 111, 3rd of August 1985, 27p. Please note the Weetabix competition commercial at the top.
Oh yeah, look at that. And Luke's looking a little bit polarized by her outfit. Is that what's going on?
Maybe. Yeah, he's
or is he excited, like in awe of the Weetabix competition that's going on?
No, I think he's aghast at the color clash.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
too much coordination going on.
I reckon that Weetabix looks like a disgruntled hash brown.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll have a look at one of the letters in here today because it does have some stuff to do with your boy Cyril, and the various nicknames that.
Now they can see how excited I am about Cyril.
Yeah, your nickname is very hurtful, and we've had a lot of requests. We've had a lot of requests from listeners that you stop calling him a deformed toaster.
I would like to know those names, and I like
just know that there's been dozens of them.
Oh,
don't ask for receipts.
Don't ask for receipts. Okay, no. Sure.
Anyway, so this letter is called Nicknames, and it goes thusly. Dear Cyril, although I am a great fan of the Star Wars saga, I have an amazing confession to make. A few years ago, my friend Jeanette Thompson, wow, she just named her like that.
My friend Jeanette Thompson, there you go.
Yeah. So a few years ago, my friend Jeanette came to spend the night at my house, and while she was there, she caught sight of my brother's Star Wars figures.
Right.
She asked me what they were called, and as I didn't know, we made up our own names for them. This is what we called them.
Oh.
This is Sarah Harper from Staffordshire and her friend Jeanette. C-3PO became Goldie. Make sense?
Yep.
It gets a bit weird from here. R2-D2 was Biddy Man.
Biggie Man.
Biddy Man. Yeah.
Oh, so Biddy Man. Okay.
Biddy Man.
Yep.
The Stormtrooper became the Can Man. And Darth Vader, they called him Bandy Legs.
Okay.
Of course, this was all a long time ago, and we know better now as we are both fans of Star Wars from Sarah Harper of Staffordshire.
Sarah, you should have known better from the beginning, really. Yeah, I don't accept that.
No. But what's interesting here is that Cyril comments at the end, sort of a bit of an editorial note, and he says, I know just how they must feel. I get called Tinhead all the time.
Well, thank you for pointing that one out. I didn't have another name for you, but now that I have Tinhead,
and that's about all we've got from the Mos Eisley Mailbag this week. But I will regale you with this beautiful picture of your boy.
Oh, jeez, look at that!
Yeah,
is everyone excited about that?
What's not to like?
What's not to like?
Handsome devil, and you're just jealous.
I don't know.
There we go. That's the Mos Eisley Mailbag for this week.
Mos Eisley Mailbag for this week, and you get to see it in all its glory. Pulp Nation, we hope you're enjoying this new version of the show. And if you are, please let us know your thoughts. Is there anything that we can do to improve this? Maybe like this part, maybe. It's a lot of work though. Sorry. But hit us up on the socials under Pulp Culture Pod. We'd love your feedback on it's all going. Well, let's get into maybe the next part. Before we get into the shout, we'll get into what I'm calling there's the big reveal.
The big reveal.
The big reveal.
Yeah, no, well, this harkens back to an earlier episode. Don't ask me which one. I can't remember. But it was when we were getting excited for the Masters of the Universe movie. And we were, having a look at all of the various merchandise that was going to be available.
You didn't get it, did you?
You were looking at the sword. You were looking at the sword, and you got the sword. And we both got our selections of action figures, haven't we?
Yeah. Yes.
But get a load of this. I'll show you one at a time. But this is what I managed to pick up during the week.
Get out.
Oh, here he is.
Is that the Mighty Master?
Well,
or is that mini Masters?
Well, I think originally they were called, what was it, mini Masters or Masters Minis?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, these ones are called Eternia Minis.
Yeah.
Forgive the reflection. I'm new at this, but as you can see at the top there, they're called Eternia Minis, and this is He-Man with the Ground Ripper. And I haven't sort of done another Google to see if this is what the ones that we saw were like, and whether they've just been repackaged or whatever.
These are different. This is different completely. The Ground Ripper actually had a you'd put a slide in it and you'd pull it out and then it would start the wheels moving.
Yeah, that's right. But in this one, that it doesn't do that. I mean, the wheels move. The wheels move, obviously, but you've got the little mini He-Man with his sword to sit on top of it. But basically, to one extent or another, I found us mini Masters.
Whereabouts did you get these from?
I got these from Pop Culture.
Oh,
in
wow!
Geelong.
Yeah.
And not only did I get them, they had them reduced.
Oh.
I was on there looking at something else, and I found these. Now, as per our deal, when we talked about these earlier, I got two of these, so one of them's yours.
Yeah,
I'm like Oprah.
Everyone's clapping. Everyone's love it.
So so one of those is yours. Next time I see you, I've got a Mask comic for you, and I've got He-Man with a Ground Ripper.
Wow, it's not even July yet, and Christmas. So.
No, well, I told you I don't do Christmas in July. This is just because you won't let me contribute with the podcast fees.
Well, I'm happy to be paid in comics and toys. So
I figured you would be.
For sure.
Do you want to see the next one? Because I got you that one.
Oh, we've got another one.
Yeah, I got you another one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so
you got yourself one as well too, right?
We've both got. we both got one of these. Keep telling, try and keep up.
Yep.
And we also got one of these. So we've got Skeletor.
And he's and that's the what's that? It's the rotor, isn't it?
Roton.
Yeah, Roton.
So
I can see it now. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we got those too. Like I said, Pop Culture had them already reduced, like they were on special. So
nice.
I grabbed a whole bunch of them because I figured I hadn't seen them anywhere else, and I figured they might not be around for too long. So
they're super cool.
Yeah, and I got these yesterday, and I had to open one of them because I couldn't resist, and so I've been carrying this bloke around in my pocket all day.
Oh, that's battle armor He-Man.
That's battle damage He-Man.
Battle damage He-Man, and he comes with his axe.
He comes with his axe and he comes with a sword.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I thought I'd show you him because, like I said, he's been to work and back with me today.
Oh, that's so cool. That is excellent. Excellent.
Isn't he sick?
We'll post this on our socials anyway, and so you can see them in all their glory.
Totally. I'll quickly show you the other ones I got.
Oh yeah, Beastman. Is that a Sky Cycle or?
It says it's the War Sled.
Oh, the War Sled. Okay, yep. Which is
So there's
our Sky Cycle.
There's my orange boy.
Yep.
And the other one that I got was Battle Armor Skeletor.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, and there were a couple that I passed up on because they were just too weird as well. They had like I think it was Anti-Eternia.
Where he's black, a black
Teela. It wasn't He-Man. It was Teela.
Oh yeah, you
can see her there.
Oh yeah.
And Ram Man.
Oh yeah, that I wouldn't have those.
I didn't see Stratos. I would have bought him.
Yeah, he's king.
And I didn't get Evil Lynn either because she sort of looked like an alien.
Yeah, she's a bit green, isn't she?
Yeah, that's what Kim said too, and that made me wonder whether he'd always been green. But and the other one, just for the sake of being complete, is there's a Ninja.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. So anyway,
cool. Well,
that was the big reveal.
That's the big reveal. That's an awesome reveal. We're not sponsored by Pop Culture, but you can definitely check them out. Popculture.com.au if you want to pick yourself up a version of those mini masters. Is that what they're calling them?
They're called Eternia Minis.
Eternia Minis. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Looking forward to get my hands on those. Thank you very much, MJ. I really appreciate that. That's a great reveal. Let's get into.
We love toys.
Let's get into. Should we get into the shout?
Let's do that.
All right. Have you got anything that you wanted to shout about this week?
The only thing I wanted to shout about is that they announced a new exhibition coming to Melbourne Museum in November. We're getting a Barbie exhibition.
Oh, okay. Just throughout the years, is that the expectation of it, or?
It's apparently a collection of hundreds of different artifacts of historic Barbies, modern Barbies, all sorts of stuff from throughout the years at Melbourne Museum, and it's set to start in November. So don't have too many other details at this stage, but I think that'll be fascinating for toy fans, Barbie fans, pop culture fans in general. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And when does that start?
November.
November. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll talk about it on here again once we've got more details. But at this stage they've said November. Yeah.
I've got something really exciting to shout about actually. I discovered this on Instagram and thought that this is definitely worth shouting about. I've got in contact with them as well and just asked for some more information. This is a new initiative which is coming out of a company called Sugo Toys. Sugo Toys is very similar to who we were just talking about, which is pop culture, which stocks toys and memorabilia from pop culture, but also art supplies as well. So you can definitely check out, and I'll give the details again about Sugo later, but you can check them out at sugotoys.com.au. But this is a really exciting initiative that they want to back real art and take local creativity to the next level with their initiative called Join the Alley, which is a Sugo Artist Alley initiative. So they want to support 20 creators at Smash 2026. Now, MJ, I'm not too sure if you know what Smash is, but it's the Sydney manga and anime show, which will be in July. I think it's the 11th and 12th. It is at the ICC Sydney Exhibition Centre. So unfortunately, we won't be there because we're in Melbourne, and we've got prior commitments then. But if you are thinking about doing something on the 11th and 12th of July, definitely check out the Smash Con or Smash 2026. So I talked about this initiative from Sugo. So what's on offer? Well, what they're offering is cash support and free promo for their portfolio. So essentially, Sugo knows that AI, that in an AI era that it's tough, and that they believe that raw human creativity is rare and a precious commodity. And that art is the entire reason a pop culture community likes. That the entire reason a pop culture community is there for is through its art. And so what they're offering is 20 spots to selected artists for an exclusive marketing sponsorship, which is nice. Amazing, right? So here's what's on offer. They're offering for 20 lucky spot holders, they're going to offer $100 cash support to help ease the financial weight of their booth setup, or printing, or for travel costs, which is amazing just in itself. They've also got a website feature, so they're building a permanent artist alley on the Sugo website. So not only are they selling product, but they're also starting a community as well on their website, which is amazing.
Nice.
So there'll be a permanent artist alley on the Sugo website that will feature a short bio about them and their portfolio description, and linking directly to either their shop front to boost their marketing, or also their socials, which is amazing. They're also offering optional giveaway gifts. So if they need some extra hype at their table, Sugo Toys can provide them with some free giveaway goodies to hand out at their booth for visitors, which is, again, amazing. So those are the three things that are on offer from Sugo Toys. So what do you need to do to be eligible? Who's eligible, and what does Sugo ask in return? So to keep the community thriving, they have three simple compulsory requirements. Number one is the location. You must be an Australian local who is officially exhibiting with a booth at Smash 2026. So you need to be registered to be a booth, to have a booth at Smash 2026. Asset display. You must be willing to let us leave our marketing pamphlets on your table for attendees to pick up on the day or days. I don't think that's a tall ask at all by any means, is to have some marketing materials of Sugo Toys. And the last thing is to snap a photo. So take a quick photo at the convention demonstrating that our assets are displayed at your stall or booth or table, so that we can see the release, so that we can release your cash support. So obviously this is going to come after the fact of you actually tabling on the day, but that gives you a really good, sort of kick in to pay for, like they said, travel costs, setting up the table, or some type of promotional or marketing material that you might be needing for the actual day. So all of this is sounding fantastic. So how do you actually apply? So slots are obviously limited because it's only limited to 20. That you'll need to that will definitely fill up fast. So hit the link in their bio and fill out the quick application form, and then they'll check it out, and then they'll get back to you specifically on that. How do you find them? Sugo Toys. You can check them out here on sugotoys.com.au. So again, there you go, sugotoys.com.au. Good pointing there. Thanks, MJ. Or you can check them out on their socials at Sugo Toys, specifically on Instagram. That's how I found them. The team are really great, really supportive of the community. I think that this just goes hand in hand with what we're trying to achieve here at the Pulp Culture Podcast, and think that this is really definitely worth shouting about. And hopefully over the next coming weeks, we'll be able to again talk about this and maybe talk about some of those who are going to be part of the Join the Alley initiative that Sugo Toys are doing. Again, they're not a sponsor. We don't get anything in return for this. We just really want to build a really strong creative community, and we think that this is a great way of doing it. So well done, Sugo Toys.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I wish they had this around when I was tabling. Yeah, definitely. $100 goes a long way when it comes to tabling. So,
no doubt.
Yeah. I think we're at the end of the show. Hope you've enjoyed it. This is definitely new for us, and we're definitely learning, and we look forward to bringing you a new episode this next week. But stay tuned when you'll hear MJ say,
"By the power of Grayskull."
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
what more do you want?
I was expecting maybe something. I have the power.
All right, and well, next week I'm going to throw to you, and we'll see what you come up with.
Anyway, everyone, hope you have a great week, and definitely stay fresh.
Ciao, Bellas.